Rock isn't dead, it just got dirty. They said rock was dead. Streaming platforms were flooded with trap beats and auto-tuned hooks. Guitars gathered dust. Labels no longer cared about riffs or solos. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, came four guys from Los Angeles who didn't ask for permission. They just plugged in and played. Dirty Honey didn't wait for a label, a producer, or a movement to bring rock back. They became the movement. While others chased trends, Dirty Honey chased feeling. That gritty, unfiltered, goosebump-inducing feeling only true rockin' roll can give. And without a label, they topped the Billboard charts. This is how Dirty Honey became classic rock's best shot at a comeback, and why they might just be the band to lead rock into its next golden era. Born in the shadows of Sunset Boulevard. Dirty Honey was formed in 2017 in the heart of Los Angeles, a city where dreams and delusions walk hand in hand. The band's origins weren't glamorous. In fact, one of their first performances was on a sidewalk along Sunset Boulevard, playing for tips and curious passers-by. Lead singer Mark LaBelle, guitarist John Nato, bassist Justin Smolian, and drummer Corey Coverstone weren't trying to go viral. They were trying to earn their place, grinding it out in dive bars and late-night sessions. Influenced by legends like Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, and Led Zeppelin, their sound wasn't just retro, it was raw and alive. They weren't copying the past, they were channeling it. In a city of illusions, Dirty Honey kept it real, and the underground started paying attention. They weren't chasing fame, they were chasing fire, and they were just getting started. Charting the impossible. Without a label. In 2019, Dirty Honey did what no band had done before. They became the first unsigned artist to top Billboard's mainstream rock songs chart with their single, When I'm Gone. No label, no corporate push, just pure grind and undeniable talent. The track exploded thanks to its soulful vocals, hard-hitting riffs, and bluesy swagger. Radio stations took a gamble. Audiences responded. Suddenly, Dirty Honey wasn't just a street band anymore. They were a national sensation. iHeartRadio labeled them an on-the-verge rock artist, putting them on the map for millions. But behind the scenes, they were still running lean, handling their own tours, merch, and promotion. This wasn't just a win for them. It was a seismic shift in the industry. Dirty Honey proved you didn't need a major label to make major waves. You just needed to bring the thunder, and they did. Opening for the gods of rock. When legends take notice, you know you're doing something right. Dirty Honey didn't just open for major bands, they shared the stage with them. The Who, Slash, featuring Miles Kennedy, Guns N' Roses, and Alter Bridge all tapped Dirty Honey to join them on tour. These weren't opening gigs for exposure, they were rites of passage. Dirty Honey held their own in front of tens of thousands of hardcore fans, many of whom didn't know them going in, but sure remembered them after. The band didn't just play shows, they delivered electric, soul-punching performances that made people believe again. And while opening for icons could have made them play it safe, Dirty Honey doubled down. They didn't water down their sound, they turned it up. Every solo, every scream, every set, they gave it everything. Because that's what rock demands. And Dirty Honey, they demand even more from themselves. The debut album that brought back the blues. In 2021, Dirty Honey released their long-awaited self-titled debut album. Produced by Nick Didia, a studio heavyweight who's worked with Pearl Jam and Rage Against the Machine. It was more than a collection of songs. It was a statement. Tracks like California Dreamin', The Wire, and Another Last Time oozed with attitude, groove, and heartache. Every riff felt earned. Every lyric came from the gut. While most debut albums feel like a test run, this one landed like a knockout punch. Critics praised its authenticity. Fans played it on repeat, and Dirty Honey didn't stop. They toured relentlessly, proving the album's energy wasn't just studio magic, it was their DNA. This record didn't just introduce Dirty Honey, it cemented them as the real deal. In an age of digital perfection, they gave us something gritty, human, and unforgettable. Losing a brother, gaining a new pulse. After years of relentless touring, drummer Corey Coverstone stepped away in 2023. Touring fatigue, the constant grind, and the pressure of sudden fame took their toll. For a band so tightly knit, this wasn't just a lineup change. It was a brother stepping away from the fire. But Dirty Honey didn't stall. They welcomed Jaden Bean behind the kit, a drummer with fire in his hands and soul in his playing. Fans were skeptical at first. Could the chemistry be rebuilt? Would the rhythm still hit as hard? The answer came fast and loud. With Bean in the mix, Dirty Honey didn't just maintain momentum, they evolved. New energy surged through their live sets. Their groove got tighter. Their sound got bolder. Change is never easy. But in true rock fashion, Dirty Honey turned pain into power and kept the train rolling. The brakes are off. Dirty Honey's second chapter. By the time they dropped their second album, Can't Find the Brakes, in late 2023, Dirty Honey had nothing to prove, but everything to say. This record wasn't just a continuation, it was a full-speed charge into new territory. Singles like Won't Take Me Alive mixed classic swagger with a sharpened edge. The production was bigger. The songwriting, deeper. The band wasn't playing it safe. They were pushing boundaries, evolving without losing the fire that got them noticed in the first place. Touring followed fast, across North America and Europe. Crowds doubled, buzz grew, and Dirty Honey proved that lightning can strike twice, if you know how to summon it. The sophomore slump? Not even close. This album showed they weren't just a promising new act. They were becoming a legacy in the making. Capturing Lightning. Live album and documentary. As of early 2025, Dirty Honey is gearing up for a new kind of release. A live album titled Mayhem and Revelry that dropped in February. But they're not stopping at sound. Alongside it, they've launched a 4-part documentary chronicling life on the road, behind-the-scenes moments, and raw performances that fans rarely get to see. This isn't a polished PR move. It's a deep dive into the chaos and camaraderie that fuels a band like Dirty Honey. Fans will get an inside look at the grit, sweat, and magic behind each show. It's more than content. It's proof that Dirty Honey is willing to bear it all. While most bands are hiding behind autotune and perfect edits, Dirty Honey is stepping into the spotlight unfiltered. And fans? They're eating it up. Dirty Honey, the band that refused to conform. Dirty Honey isn't just another band hoping to ride the nostalgia wave. They're architects of a revival. In an age where rock has been reduced to a genre checkbox on streaming apps, these 4 musicians are rebuilding it, track by track, tour by tour, scream by scream. They're not begging for attention. They're earning it. With every sold-out show, every gritty riff, and every thunderous chorus, they're reminding the world what rock really is. It's not a trend. It's not background noise. It's rebellion. It's soul. And Dirty Honey? They've got both in spades. As the industry continues to shift and genres blur, one thing's clear. Dirty Honey isn't chasing the moment. They're creating one. Will they be the ones? From sidewalk gigs to chart-topping anthems, Dirty Honey's story feels like something out of rock mythology. But it's real. It's raw, and it's still unfolding. They've battled doubt, dodged industry rules, and carved their own path. Without compromise. The question now isn't whether they've revived classic rock, it's whether they'll carry it into a new golden age. So, are Dirty Honey just a nostalgic echo? Or are they the fire that lights the fuse for the next great rock explosion? Time will tell, but one thing's for sure. Rock never died. It was just waiting for Dirty Honey to wake it up.